about the importance of this one to start this game. Where did you feel like your team went to start to show you and everybody else that this is who they are?
No, they just played the game with purpose. Times this year, we've been in circumstances where we didn't play the game with 48 minutes of purpose. Tonight, I thought they did a great job of coming out and setting the tone and playing the game the way we needed to play it, with that sense of purpose and paying attention to the details.
So looks like your opponent is about to be officially Brooklyn in Brooklyn. Having just played Brooklyn, what can you take from that game going into, I guess, Monday?
A lot. We have an understanding of who they are. Obviously pay attention to their schemes, the way they defended us, all those things, and then we make our adjustments based on that.
Is there anything that sticks out? Obviously you can't give too specifics, but anything that sticks out in your mind that you guys are going to have to do better at?
We'll wait on that. Yeah.
Chris Fedor, Cleveland.com. JB, we talked about this a little bit the other night, but now that it's officially here and you guys are going to the play-in tournament, the regular season's over, what do you feel when it comes to the state of the team going into the play-in tournament?
I feel like we're in a good place. I think we have a real good understanding of who we are. We have an understanding of what it takes for us to win, the level that we have to play at. For us, there's been a lot of moving parts lately. I think we found a little bit of consistency here. Obviously, still missing a couple of key pieces, but I think we understand who we are and what it takes for us to have to win.
Obviously, bigger goals ahead, but do you want the guys to celebrate this? Do you want them to feel good about just the fact that they got here?
They should enjoy it. That's what tonight is for. They should enjoy it. Understand the guys that have been here before me, right? Understand the highs, where we had to go, and then the opportunity to get back where we are. The guys who got here with me, who have struggled through all this stuff to get to where we are, they should appreciate it and not take it for granted. These opportunities, and this is what I want our guys to understand, like, they're not promised, they're not guaranteed. We have guys on this team, took them 6-7 years to get to the playoffs. Me personally, it was my 9th season before I had an opportunity to compete in a playoff. So this is nothing that just because you're around the league, it's guaranteed and promised to you. So I want our guys to appreciate it, and I want them to get the taste of it, and that desire to always get back.
Counselor Athletic, building off of that, can you use that as motivation going into this playing game, the feeling of ending the season with this win, just playing Brooklyn, like all of those emotions kind of heading into this game?
Yeah, it's yes, because we want the positive feeling. We want the idea of how precious the moment is, without making us tight. But we want our guys not to take it for granted and play with that type of spirit where, especially in this play-in, it's one game. And you win one game, you got an opportunity to get to the playoffs and then get that taste. So we want our guys to feel that and appreciate it.
Yeah. So do you think that fourth quarter Friday night not going the way you wanted, without pressure in their minds, is that a good thing going into Tuesday or not?
Yeah, it's an opportunity for us to learn from it. We watched the fourth quarter as a team yesterday, to get an understanding of what happened and how things changed. We saw some things that we could be better at. So we have that understanding of what we need to focus on and how we can improve.
Jimmy, you touched on this. How difficult is it to not let that team speed you up? Because you get into that game where KD and Kyrie are going and you feel like you got to match that. And as you said before, where every possession is going to take on another magnitude. How do you avoid getting caught up into that kind of game?
You have to maintain your composure, and that's understanding the larger picture and the bigger moment than the one moment you're in. right? That one small moment makes you feel like you have to press. You know, we've seen this team come back from 15 down, come back from 20 down, you know, to go on and get a win. So understanding how much time is actually in the game, you know, and being able to take advantage of that and not just feeling like there's a weight on you to do so much and hit a home run every possession. Right? This game is going to come down to the singles and who makes the least amount of errors.
Ashley, that's Cleveland.com. JD, when you think about the season on a macro scale, you guys have obviously had to navigate highs and lows. It's been kind of a roller coaster. When you think about the playoffs, though, where it's truly play by play, game by game, do you think that has prepared this group more to kind of face what's ahead the next week or so?
Yeah, I mean, it's being able to handle adversity and compete when the unexpected happens, and that's what the playoffs is about. You know, you don't know, what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to unfold. You don't know the situation that you're going to be in. Especially for our young guys who've never been a part of it before. But being able to have the discipline, the togetherness, and the composure to go to the level that we need to go to and do what we do. Because it's not going to be, you watch what Kevin Durant and Kyrie do. This has to be what Darius Garland does, what Evan Mobley does, what the Cavaliers do. That's what we have to focus on and just be the best version of ourselves and see what happens.
As a kind of coach, we talked about having Mobley coming back, but how nice is it to have Rondo back and get him in a little bit of rhythm, especially with his experience in the house?
Oh, it's going to be huge for us. We're going to have to lean on him heavily. He has the ability to do a bunch of different things, play a bunch of different positions, guard different positions, but there's nothing he hasn't seen before. So, our guys who haven't been there before are going to lean on him heavily. And we're going to lean on him heavily as a coaching staff as well.
And then in the last 2 years, even last year, 22 games, but he had a couple of signature wins against Brooklyn. How much confidence can this team's success over the last couple of years help you guys?
I mean, we believe we can beat anybody in this league. We just have to play our best basketball. We know what we're facing. We have a ton of respect for Brooklyn. We have a ton of respect for, those individuals. Their coaching staff, but we just want to go play our best. Let's go play our best, match them up and see what happens.
Chris, last one.
JB, I know you weren't going to talk about this down the stretch of the season, but now that we're here and the play-in tournament's around the corner, how important was it for you guys to lock into the 7-8 spot as opposed to 9-10 and get 2 bites at the playoff after that?
I mean, just odds, work in your favor there. The ability to, just win 1 out of 2 as opposed to having winning 2. The opportunity to get a home game, if needed. And, if you have this building, behind you in a win or go home scenario, I like our chances. So being able to have 2 shots at it is huge. But again, our focus is on Brooklyn and we need to go out and get that job done.
Thank you.